Hey everybody, it's me, Joe. I want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to be rich. So this video is all about different ways you can become rich. You're going to learn lots of different ways and lots of different vocabulary. Maybe you know these ways and these words in your own language, but now I'm going to show you these ways and words in English, okay? Also, if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. My name's Joe. And if you're interested in learning English and getting better at grammar and speaking and pronunciation, why don't you think about subscribing to my channel and hit that little notification button down below, the little bell. That way, every time I upload a new video to YouTube, you will be notified. Then you can come and watch it and become so much smarter. Your friends will be astounded, okay? Okay, everybody. So the first way that you can become rich is the easiest ways. I put them into different groups. The first group is the easiest group of ways. And they include things like you can be born rich, right? If your parents are already rich and you're born, you're in a rich family. Don't worry about it. You're already rich. Done. Lucky you. All right? If you're not born rich, maybe you can marry rich. So that means you grow up and you marry a man or a woman who is rich. Now you belong to a rich family again. You're rich again. All right? Congratulations. So born rich, marry rich. The third way is you can find treasure. So you could find diamonds or money somewhere, right? If you're just lucky enough, you could find it. It doesn't happen very often, but it is possible. And the fourth easy way is inherit money. So as you know, everybody gets older and everybody dies. So imagine if your great grandmother dies and she had $1 million, she passes that on to her surviving relatives, and you could be one and you could become rich. So inherit is another way to become rich. The second way to become rich is to use your talent, okay? So maybe you could become a star. So that could be maybe you're a great singer or a great actor, a great writer, or perhaps you're great at sports such as baseball or football or soccer. We call football soccer in North America. You're so great that somebody wants to pay you millions of dollars to do it. So that's another way to become rich. You are a star at whatever you do. The third way to become rich has to do with business. So you could start your own business. So that could be anything like you could start a restaurant, or you could start a store, you could start a chain of stores, or some kind of service thing. All right, and you build up that business until it's making lots and lots of money. All right. Another thing that's another similar business, but it's a newer version, is kind of an online thing. Many people build online businesses and they sell products online, either their own products or other people's products. That's called affiliate sales. Some people are super successful at it and they become rich. And another thing to do with business is you can sell your business. So if you own a business and it's doing really well, maybe some big company or some other person wants to buy it from you. You sell it, you take the millions of dollars and relax, go for a cruise, you are rich. Number 4 is not a great way to become rich, but it is possible. And that way is gambling. So you can go to the casino and perhaps play the slot machines or roulette, that's a game with the ball that goes around the circle, or you can roll the dice, right? Crap games. There's different kinds of gambling games that you can play with cards or dice. And it is difficult to become rich because casinos make the most money. But sometimes lucky things happen and you can become rich. Another way is just winning the lottery. Buy a lottery ticket, and if your numbers are picked, then you win the jackpot. So that's a good way to become rich, an easy, quick way. But I've heard lots of terrible stories about people who become rich that way because it's just overwhelming and then they kind of ruin their lives. All right? It's maybe better if you work hard to earn your money. If you just win it, it can cause problems. Number 5 is an even worse way to become rich, but it is possible. You can steal, all right? You can rob a bank. You can rob stores. You can steal money from people. You could be a hacker and hack into people's bank accounts and steal a little bit from everybody. I've heard about that. There's another kind of crime called kidnapping. Kidnapping is when you steal a child or a family member from a rich family, and then you call the family and they have to pay you money to get the person back, to get the child back. So I do not recommend these ways. These are terrible things to do, but some people do them. And it's unfortunate, but that's the world we live in. The 6th way is about creation. So you could create something or invent something. If you invent a new machine that helps lots of people, they're going to want to buy it and you become rich. Or what if you created or developed an app or developed some new software that really helps in the computer world? Lots of people download it and you get money from each one of those people. You become rich. It's very possible. Some people do that. Number 7 is a very common way that people think about. It's still hard, but a lot of people think about it, is get a great education. So go to school, stay in school, get a university education, right? Go as far as you can, and then you get a fantastic job. Perhaps you become a doctor or a specialist, maybe something to do with the eyes or the brain surgeon, or you become a lawyer, or with your education you become president of a company or something. You get a great job. Okay? So it's possible to become rich that way. You get a really high salary. And number 8, this is the last way on my list, I think. Yes, this is the last way on my list to become rich. But this one is possible for everybody. Okay? And this one is just get a job, save your money. All right? When you get a job, start saving 10% of your salary at the very least. Save more if you can, but save 10% every time you get paid. Take 10% of it and save it. Now, don't just save it. You got to put that money to work. And the vocabulary we use for that is investing. So you take your savings and you invest it. You either invest it in, could be companies, like buy shares of different companies on the stock exchange, for example, Coca-Cola, or you might buy Disney stocks, Netflix stocks, anything you think is going to go up in value. You can invest money in that, and when it goes up in value, or if it pays dividends, dividends means a share of the profit, you make more money and then reinvest. Or another thing you can invest in is real estate, right? Buy property. Buy another home, rent that home, buy an apartment building, buy a commercial building, right? Somebody's going to pay you to use that building. So investing your money, take your salary, save as much of it as you can and invest it either in the stock market, something safe, or real estate, and go for a long time. Not just a short time. You're not going to be rich next week, but over time you will become rich. Guaranteed, because that's the way the world works. prices go up. Okay? All right. So now I've done all the explaining of the different, I've had 8 different groups of ways to become rich. Now I want you to look at these questions and see if you can remember the vocabulary that I was talking about. Okay? So look at the questions. You might have to go back and look at the video again, and then keep playing and you'll see the answers. Okay, here are the questions. Number 1, what is the first way to become rich? 2, what is it called when a dead person leaves you money? 3, what building is where gambling happens? 4, what do you call stealing a person and asking the family for money? And number 5, what do you call the money when companies share profits? Now pause the video because the answers are coming up next. Okay, here are the answers to the questions. Number 1, born rich. Number 2, inherit. Number 3, casino. Number 4, kidnapping. And number 5, dividends. Okay, so I hope you got all the answers right. If you didn't, go back and watch the video again. If there's any of these groups or ideas that you want more information on, tell me about it in the comments, and maybe I'll make another video with more in-depth and more vocabulary about that section, that group, okay? Whatever you want. Also, don't forget to check in the notes below this video for more learning opportunities, all right? I'll put links in there and you can click on those links and learn more English, because that's a great way. Remember, get educated and get a great job. It can help you become rich. All right, everybody, that's it for now. Bye-bye.